everybody, just a quick word of warning, this video does have some flashing images in it, so if you're not meant to see that, then you might want to click away now. Also, this video features the insides of a Nintendo Switch. I don't recommend taking apart a Nintendo Switch. This video is all for entertainment purposes only. Do not copy what I've done in this video. The Nintendo Switch is a very, very complicated system with lots of heat sinks and lots of power going to it, and there's, you know, lots of very, very dangerous stuff here if things go wrong. I only know just about what I need to do. Yeah, there's thermal paste in this thing. If that all goes wrong, what I'm saying is don't try this at home, and yeah, do this at your own risk if you really, really want to do it, but I don't think it's safe. I wouldn't recommend doing it at all.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now today we're going to be talking about how I managed to get my Splatoon 2 data back from my Nintendo Switch. So if you don't know, I made a video a couple of weeks ago. The video will be here, the thumbnail will be here. Go and find it. It'll be in the description as well. I had a problem with my Switch. This is my original Switch here, and what happened was it had died. It had given up. It had stopped working, and obviously my Splatoon data, and I believe also my Pokemon data was also on here. So this is my original Switch. This is the one that broke, and over here, just to show you, these are two different switches. Here I have my current Switch, which is my replacement Switch with a Mario casing on, and then this, just to show you that I'm not lying, there's two switches, okay? This is the original one, where all the data was on here. Now you might be thinking, you know, you can't get Splatoon data off these things, and you can't get Pokemon data off these things. How did you manage it? Well, this is where the video is going to get a little bit technical. So this is the inside of the Nintendo Switch, and as you can see at the very top here, there is a little board which has 3 buttons on it, and it's connected through a ribbon cable and goes round here. These 3 buttons are the volume switch. The camera's not picking this up. The volumes and the power. So that's what controls that. What had happened was I was playing my Switch fine. You know, I was playing it fine at the time. It shut off. What happened was at some point this power switch had stopped working. So what happened was the switch had gone flat. The battery had died, then gone flat, and there was no way of turning it back on. So you plug it in, no power, no nothing. So it wouldn't turn back on because this power switch here, that bit there, I'll try and slide out this little board, had broken. So what I had to do is, without knowing, I waited 3 months, and the battery inside had completely drained. So I then plugged it back in, and it started to charge back up because the switch forces itself to turn back on if the battery's dead. I think what happened was the system must have gone into sleep mode, which then caused the battery, when you press this button, not to turn on, you know? This button's not working, it must have been turned off, not in sleep mode, sorry. It must have turned off fully, because if you hold there for 3 seconds, you know, it's not going to work. So I left it in, I charged it back up, it turned back on. We got it on, I transferred the data, that's that. The reason why I had to open it, though, was that I found out this bit wasn't working, but the rest of the console is. If I turn this on now, the battery's low on this at the minute. You can see. Oh, it's just cut out of me. It's just cut out of me again. I think the battery's just gone. But still, it is turning back on, which is very, very strange. And the only way I can sort of get it on and off is by plugging it in and charging it. So it's just cut out again because of the battery. But if I plug it back in, I'll show you over there on the desk. If I plug this back in now, it will boot back up, and it will work fine. But the only problem is you can't turn it on, and the reason we have to plug it in to boot it up is because of this. You can't press the button to turn it on, which is very, very annoying. But I have a problem. I have a solution to this, which is I went on eBay. I'm going to try and put a picture in now of the eBay listing. I went on eBay and I found the little part that's needed on a little ribbon cable, which is the part that's going in, and I'm going to fix the switch. So I don't know if anybody wants to see the video where I fix the switch, but yeah, you know, I'll show you what I mean over here. So here is the switch. You can see it's still definitely the one that's broken. Now it's off at the minute. You can see on the screen it's off. If I press this button here, the power button, it's not doing anything. It's not coming back on because the power button doesn't work. The only way I can sort of get it to go back on is to grab it and trying to do this on camera with one hand is very, very hard. Grab it and plug it in, and it will eventually come up with this. Yep, so it'll come up with the charging thing, and then it'll come up with the logo, and it'll boot back onto the home menu. For some reason, this switch keeps cutting out at 14%. It keeps cutting out, as you saw in the video, which I believe is a problem up here with that there. So that's the bit that needs replacing. So hopefully in the next couple of days, there'll be a new power switch, and this switch should in theory be as good as new. But just to show you, it does boot up the games. Being super careful, I wouldn't recommend doing this. Some new thermal paste needs to go on there. The fan does boot up eventually, when the fan needs to boot up. But it is Splatoon and it is running. So yeah, I basically wiped this switch, I completely just got rid of everything. But while it did have my old data on it, see it's weird, the volume switches work, it's just the power switch doesn't work. While this still had data on it, my saved data on it, I was able to transfer it over wirelessly to the new switch. But as you can see, look, that fan is definitely going at the back. You can see all the stuff there. Top and bottom line, I don't think this switch will work properly ever again. I mean, you can see the screens going. It is running a game, but you know, I've ordered a spare part. We're going to try and get the switch working. It's sort of going to be a little bit of a maybe a part series. This is sort of how I got the save data off it. This is the current state of my what was broken switch. It's powering on. You can see the buttons are working. You know, just to skip ahead. Oh, it's definitely working. So yeah, that's really where I'm at the minute. I'm going to get a new cable for it. That new part, wherever it is, might be able to see it better there. That new part there, which connects to that ribbon cable that fits right down there. So I'm getting a new part that goes in there, and that in theory should stop the problems with it cutting out, and it should also stop the problem of making this top bit work. Which in theory, if I put it all back together, should make it a brand new switch. Now, because all my data is on the other one, this will be a spare switch, and it should in theory work. But it's gone from having a black screen, nothing working on it, to, look, as you can see, look, a fully working switch. If I just start to press a button, you can see I'm firing and stuff. So it does work technically. It's going to be a work in progress. It's not perfect yet, obviously. So yeah, the sort of next step now is to get that replacement part, and then we'll go from there. If you guys want to see the video where I get the replacement part and, you know, where I get the replacement bit and I sort of fix it, then let me know. But yeah, that's sort of how I did it.
Hey everyone, it's me from the future, editing this video. I didn't realise what I kind of said. I didn't really explain what I meant by the switch cutting out. I didn't really explain that. What's happening is, in the terms of cutting out, what is happening is you could be playing the Switch, you could be in Splatoon, you could be on the home menu, whatever, and a screen is coming up. Now this screen, you know when you press the power button for 3 seconds and you get the black screen and it will say sleep mode and it will say power options or restart? What it's coming up with is coming up with the power options, and it's thinking that you're tapping that home button. So the home button isn't activating as you press it, right? This is where it gets really weird. The home button doesn't activate as you press it. It randomly activates by itself. So I don't know if that's a hardware issue or a software issue. If it's a hardware issue, I can replace the part as you've seen it earlier in the video, and that's the point I'm trying to make. I feel like it is a hardware issue because the sound works fine. I never had a problem with the sound. So yeah, you know, you can't push in that little button on there. So it is, in my opinion, definitely the power button. But hey, we'll see when the new one comes.
So to sort of wrap everything up again in a video, just to say, what happened with this switch was it wasn't powering on because of this power button. It took the battery to drain completely for it to do a reboot itself without touching the power button. Because it was able to do that reboot itself with the mains power, it was able to boot back up, and because it was able to boot back up, I was able to get the save data off this and then transfer it wirelessly to the new switch. So, what then happened was I discovered that the power button wouldn't work. So from there, I decided to go into the Switch. I don't recommend doing that. Do not go into your Switch if you don't know what you're doing. I decided to go into the Switch and find out that it was actually that was the problem. That is also the problem that is making it cut out, because every now and then the power button will somehow activate by itself, and it will come up and it will say power off, and that's what's forcing it to shut down. In theory, because I've just ordered a £3 replacement part here, once this new part comes in, I can install it. It's only a ribbon cable. I can just unclip it and clip a new one in. That should in theory work. I know that sounds complicated. Maybe I've explained that okay. I hope I've explained that okay. But the fact of the matter is, this was a blank switch, wouldn't even power on, no screen, nothing on the screen, no power whatsoever, and I've gone from that to a working switch now. Will this be working in the sense of it's fine and it's okay to use? I'm not sure at this point. But the only thing I do know is, I know what the problem is, that being the power button, and I also know that I can get a replacement part that I've already ordered. I'm sort of taking everything step by step. I know I've had some people ask me, are you going to sell your old one? Are you going to, what are you going to do with the old one? What's the plans? That sort of thing. I don't know at this point. I'm taking everything step by step. I'm trying to fix it myself. I don't know a lot about fixing technology and that sort of thing, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to give it a go trying to fix it. And if it works, great, I have a spare switch. And then we'll go from there. If it doesn't work, then, hey, it's gone from not working all to, as you can see, definitely working. So, yeah, I'm really, really sorry if everybody thought that it was an easy way to get your data off your Switch. It was kind of lucky. I'm just lucky in my part because I was able to get this thing to power on again. And that's where I was able to transfer it over. So, I'm really, really sorry if you guys thought, oh, I can get my data back. And, my heart goes out to you if you can't get your Splatoon 2 data back, because I wasted 600 hours in this game and lost all of it. Well, I thought I lost all of it. So, yeah. There we go. That's sort of where I'm at right now with my Switches. This one is my baby. This is one with the level 50. So yeah, that's where I'm sort of at with my Switches right now. This one is fine, as it is. It's powering on. It's not great. I don't recommend opening a Switch. Do not open your Switch if you don't know what you're doing. And yeah, this is my baby now with level 55 data on it, which is nice, and this is the one that I'll probably use. So this is sort of going to be a spare one, like I said, and it's going to be that, really. That's where I'm at with Switches. If anybody was wondering, just to show, there is all the data back, so that is good. It is on the new Switch, so if I just flip this over, you can see that is definitely the new one. So that sort of makes things a lot better now with Splatoon. I want to be streaming the game a lot more because I actually have my old data back, which makes the game really worthwhile. You can see all the old gear that I used to wear there. So yeah, that is sort of the little Switch journey video thing I've been doing the past couple of days. Hoping to get this one over here, which is the other one. Hoping to fix that in the next couple of days, and I'll make another update video when we know more. One last quick final update before we go. This is the part that I've ordered. It is the part that's coming through the post currently. I ordered it yesterday. It's currently Monday, so it was ordered late Sunday night. It's got sent out today, Monday, and it is coming from the UK in some place. And yeah, that is the part that needs replacing. I've had a look underneath the Switch. That little fan that you see in the middle just comes out with 2 screws and 4 screws at the bottom, and you can lift it out and get to the ribbon cable and replace that part really, really easily. So I'm going to do another video, hopefully with like a top-down, bird's eye view perspective of me doing that. If you guys want to see that, I don't know. I'm going to make the video. Yeah, I'm going to make a video of sort of me just doing the mod. I want to say mod, the repair, and seeing if all goes well. With all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel, ringing the bell, all that other good stuff, and I'm going to keep you updated in the next couple of days when I have that spare ribbon cable with the buttons on to repair it. I'm going to do a video, like I said, fully repairing it, fully fixing it, and seeing if we can do it. I'm going to make the video. Maybe I'll fail, maybe I'll ruin the Switch, but hey, it's not currently working right in its current state, and I've got one that works. What have I got to lose by spending £4 and trying to fix my broken one? So yeah, if you're all interested in that, make sure you are subscribing so you see the next part in the series. I'm super excited to do this. I've done some repairs in the past where I fixed Game Boy Advances, Game Boys, consoles. I've cleaned NESs and SNESs and N64s. I have a little bit of experience, but I have no experience within the sense of brand new Switch hardware, especially Switch hardware. This is the first time I've ever been inside a Switch, so yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what I can do, and maybe I'll be doing more of these sort of gadgety, sort of fixy videos in the future. I'm hoping all goes well, and if you're all interested, make sure you are subscribing to the channel, and I will keep you updated in a few days. If anybody's wondering, I have got another Switch, as I said in the video, so this isn't going to affect streams or anything. I have got a Switch that works. All is good with the world. I'll see you in another video. This video is almost 15 minutes long. Oh my god, I'll see you later. Goodbye.